Good morning and welcome to Let's Talk Real Estate, presented by the Cisneros Realty Group at Keller Williams, servicing the New Hampshire Lakes and White Mountains regions. Today's show is sponsored by Blue Water Mortgage, Summit Title, and Allstate Insurance, the Joe Suazo office in Derry, New Hampshire. Time to join our host and Let's Talk Real Estate on 101.5 WEEI Sports Radio, Lakes Region.
Corina, 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 I love you so.
And good Saturday morning. My name is Corina Cisneros, realtor with Keller Williams Lakes and Mountain Realty in Meredith, New Hampshire. Our show focuses on all aspects of real estate, and in the next 30 minutes, we'll share with you important information that will help you with either buying or selling your home. We'll be focusing today on the city of Laconia, largest city of the Lakes region and Belknap County seat. With me today is the one and only very special guest, Andrew Hosmer, Councilor of the city of Laconia and former New Hampshire State Senator. Welcome.
Good day, Corina. It's great to be here.
My God, yes. Thank you so much for being here with us. How long have you lived in Laconia?
My wife and I have been residents of Laconia for almost 25 years now, and it's a great decision of ours that we made. Let me give my wife all the credit on this. She made the decision to move to Laconia 25 years ago, and it's where we've been and love being here and raising our family here.
Okay. Before we get started on Laconia, you were a state senator for 2 terms. What would be your most proudest achievement during that time?
Well, I think there were so many good opportunities presented to me when I was elected to the state senate. I really enjoyed working on behalf of the citizens of New Hampshire and specifically the Lakes region in Laconia. But I think my proudest achievement was sponsoring the bill that put New Hampshire as the very first state in the nation to repeal sub-minimum wages paid to the developmentally disabled. And I was took a lot of hard work. It was a bipartisan bill, but it pretty much said that we were no longer going to pay anything less than minimum wages to people who had developmental disabilities. What
was it in your heart or in your life that prompted you to start that movement?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, my family and I have my father-in-law started AutoServe with his son and daughter, his sons and daughter, and the daughter, Donna, is my wife. And all of my time at AutoServe, we have employed the developmentally disabled. And it was eye-opening for me to interact with these men and women throughout the years and see how much I was able to learn from them, see that they changed the culture and the atmosphere within the dealership. So when I learned at one point that throughout this state, you could pay the developmentally disabled less than minimum wage, I found it to really be an egregious thing. So I thought of those men and women who worked with us for decades, and when I wrote that bill and got involved in trying to get it passed, I thought of them every single day that I worked on it because I felt like I was doing it for them and for others throughout the state who perhaps had been paid less than minimum wage. We didn't do that, but I know it was happening in various parts of the state.
Well, congratulations to that.
Thank you.
Certainly something that I would have supported had I been here at that time. You're listening to Let's Talk Real Estate on WEEI 101.5 Sports Radio Lakes Region. Okay, Andrew, let's now focus on Laconia. So you lived here for 25 years. Your family started a business 30 years ago. So what, in your opinion, makes Laconia a distinctive place to live?
I think it's first and foremost starts with the people. We have a true community in the city of Laconia. What's always impressed me is that when a challenge goes out to the city and to certainly the surrounding communities as well to take on an issue, people show up in droves and are willing to work shoulder to shoulder. It's an all hands-on-deck ethos that I think makes this a wonderful place to live and to raise a family. You know, when I look at what Laconia has going for it with our airport, which I know you know well, Corina, with our regional, our hospital, our Lakes Region Community College, a great school system, never mind the natural beauty of the area. We really have such a strong foundation to have a really prosperous future for the city, not only for our generation, but for generations to come.
Okay, that's a great opening for my next question. What is the 5 or 10 year plan, and what is your vision as a city councilor for Laconia? And where do you think Laconia is heading in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, I'm tremendously optimistic about what's going on in the city of Laconia. I think when we talk about education and the importance of education is really the opportunity for boys and girls to get an education that allows them to open up doors of opportunity in their future. I think our public school system is in great shape with a brand new superintendent of schools, Steve Tucker, who is going to bring an energy and a vision and a professionalism to the city that I'm not going to say we sorely need, but it's going to be wonderful to have him there. I think when we look at something for recreation, we look at the WOW Trail and the opportunity to connect hundreds of miles of trails that we can walk, run,
Phenomenal.
hike, bike on. I mean, this is what future generations are really interested in from what we can tell. The idea of maybe being able to bike to work or bike to town for some entertainment or to socialize or to just get exercise. We've got that going for us. I think when we look at the future of the Lakes Region property at the old state school and the opportunities that we have there for responsible development in the area, I think that's an exciting opportunity as well. So when I start to think of all these things coming together, I think the future is really bright for the city. And I think the city has actually taken some great steps when they've looked at zoning over the past couple of months. We have a brand new 10-year plan that came out in 2018 that says, this is, we're going to have a more collaborative approach to zoning. So people who, with an eye towards economic development, we're going to be preserving our green spaces and making sure that our residential neighborhoods remain desirable for first-time home buyers or vacationers. But we're also not going to put unrealistic obstacles in front of people who want to come here and start a business as well. So we're going to have some flexibility in the zoning. And I think that really puts us at the forefront and makes us a destination for young families and entrepreneurs.
Well, that's all phenomenal news. So happy that you and your other city councilors are, and everybody else who's involved in that process, looking into making Laconia a phenomenal place to live over the next 5 to 10 years. Okay, it's time to take a break and hear from our sponsors. But first, breaking news. You can now subscribe to the podcast of this show on iTunes and Google Play and see our show on YouTube or on our Facebook page. We'll be right back with more Let's Talk Real Estate after this on 101.5 WEEI Sports Radio, Lakes Region.
Buying and selling real estate is hard, but it doesn't have to be when you partner with an agent that has a proven track record of success. The Cisneros Realty Group at Keller Williams Lakes and Mountains Realty in Meredith helps you fulfill your homeownership dreams through a caring and trusting relationship. They provide exceptional service and advocate for your best interests. The Cisneros Realty Group is your trusted real estate advisor, creating a long-standing relationship now and in the future.
Hi, this is Corina Cisneros from Keller Williams Lakes and Mountain Realty in Meredith. For many years, clients have been putting their trust in me and my full service team. We dedicate ourselves to getting you the most for your home. Remember my name, Corina, like the song, Corina, Corina.
Turbocharge the sale of your home with the professionals at the Cisneros Realty Group, part of Keller Williams Lakes and Mountains, 66 Route 25, Meredith, New Hampshire. Experience and integrity you can trust. The Cisneros Realty Group, online at nhlakeshomes.com.
Put your trust in Blue Water Mortgage when you purchase your new home. Jonathan Ferrante works hard for you with premium service and integrity. Jonathan provides competitive rates and great loan programs to fit your needs. Purchasing, renovating, or refinancing, Jonathan can expertly guide you through the maze of options to find you the right mortgage for you. Blue Water Mortgage, your dedicated mortgage broker. NMLS number 1291. Jonathan Ferrante, NMLS number 1694126. Contact Jonathan directly at 813-267-4369.
This is Let's Talk Real Estate with Corina Cisneros on 101.5 WEEI Sports Radio Lakes Region. Once again, here's Corina.
And we're back with Andrew Hosmer, Councilor for the city of Laconia. Andrew, as a realtor, we are noticing all of the realtors in the Lakes region a housing shortage. Actually, it's statewide. The president of the New Hampshire Association of Realtors was here, Dan O'Halloran, and he confirmed that there is a 3-month inventory in the state. My buyers come to me, Corina, I can't find anything to buy. Should I build new? What should I do? So the question is, how is the town of Laconia looking at residential development over the next few years to try and help with the situation?
I think we see the challenge just like other cities and towns throughout the state, Corina, in that we have employers in and around the city and actually the whole Lakes region that are desperate for more employees. But in order to attract those employees, we have to have a good school system, first of all, because I'm sure it's one of the first questions young people with families who show up. We have a really good school system, but we also have to have affordable workforce housing.
That's correct.
As we think about what we're going to do in the city, we think about extending water lines, and we think about having better roads into areas so we can have a structured development with houses that are in that sweet spot, not the high-end luxury places and certainly not the lower end necessarily. We're looking for that sweet spot that has 2 or 3 bedrooms where if you come in with a young family, you can plant roots and be really pleased with the school system and your surrounding community.
The sweet spot to me would be between $250,000 and $300,000.
That's right.
What do you think about that?
I think that's a sweet spot that you want. It makes it affordable. Of course, you're probably going to need both working parents in a household to do that.
Yep.
But I think that makes a very desirable community, and we certainly have we've got the area to do it. And when you look at the city's 10-year plan, the idea is to have a structured development of residential properties.
Okay. What about attracting? Well, the beauty of the Lakes region is already attracting for centuries vacationers, second home owners. And we have a big mix of full-time residents all over the Lake region, and we have second homeowners. How does Laconia see the balancing of those two residents?
Yeah, I don't really see the difference in that necessarily. I think you're going to have properties along the lakefront or in some more desirable high-end neighborhoods. We certainly want to be supportive of those areas because people are making a substantial investment in that property. They're going to maintain that property. Certainly helps with the tax base in the city of Laconia. So we wouldn't want to discourage people from buying those properties or the development of those properties. But I think we really have to prioritize and recognize we have a workforce housing need.
Correct.
And we really have to look at, what would lead to people who want to develop. We would have to extend our water lines, make sure that we've got, if we're going to use sewer systems, we're going to extend a sewer system there. Those are the things that we have to be aware of. We certainly want to make sure that our city infrastructure can handle additional residents as well.
Okay, let's get a little bit more personal now. What does Andrew Hosmer and your family do to have fun in the Lakes region?
Oh, that's a great question. We love to get out on the WOW Trail and to bike and to hike and to run. I'm a big fan of the Gunstock area for hiking, and my kids enjoy skiing and snowboarding there as well. And we're also fortunate to live across the street from Winnipesaukee, so we can get out on the lake, enjoy the water. It's clean, it's warm, it's beautiful, and every time I have someone visit this area who hasn't been here before, they're just blown away at really how fortunate we are to have such beauty around us and so much fun to have.
Okay, I have a couple more questions. What is the impact that Bike Week, because Laconia, we all know, is famous for that for like decades. What has been the impact of Bike Week in the town of Laconia?
So Motorcycle Week in the town of Laconia, of which we're going to have our 100th year anniversary coming up in 2023. It's the oldest motorcycle gathering in the country. And I think it has a tremendous impact on our local businesses here, whether it's our restaurants, our hotels, our motels, any place that someone can come from out of town, enjoy the beauty of the Lakes region, and spend a little money eating and resting and enjoying the entertainment, whether it's Meadowbrook Farm the Bank of New Hampshire Pavilion at Meadowbrook, or whether it's the Nassau Resort. This is really a great week for businesses, and it's nice for us to sort of play hostess, our host and hostess of the city of Laconia as well, and show off what's great about our city.
Okay, so we're going to get a little bit more personal now, Andrew. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm stuck here. I can't get out.
Okay. So Andrew has been a two-term New Hampshire state senator and current councilor for the city of Laconia. What is ahead for public service, Andrew, for you?
Thanks, Corina. I don't have anything specific right now to announce on your show, but I want to finish the budget in the city of Laconia, and I have to tell you, public service is a huge part of my life, and I love serving the citizens of Laconia, and I certainly hope that in the coming couple of years, I'll be able to serve them some more. So we're going to make a decision very soon.
Well, as you know, Andrew, I'm originally from Venezuela, and I became a U.S. citizen last year. And now that I am a U.S. citizen, maybe I will want to contribute in a meaningful way with my new country. So if you have any ideas, let me know.
I think you have already contributed. All right. Okay. You're an entrepreneur. Okay. You're doing great things.
Thank you so much, Andrew, for that. Okay. It's time to take a break and hear from our sponsors. But first, breaking news. You can now subscribe to the podcast of this show on iTunes and Google Play and see our show on YouTube or on our Facebook page. We'll be right back with more on Let's Talk Real Estate after this on 101.5 WEEI Sports Radio, Lakes Region.
Let's Talk Real Estate is presented by the Cisneros Realty Group and sponsored by Blue Water Mortgage, Summit Title, and Allstate Insurance, the Joe Suazo office in Derry, New Hampshire. Let's Talk Real Estate is a production of Modern Media LLC, CRG TV, and MR Strategic Alliance LLC, all rights reserved. Join us every Saturday morning at 8:30 and Let's Talk Real Estate with Corina Cisneros, Realtor, on WEEI 101.5 Sports Radio Lakes Region.